Is it live? It says live.
It does?
Yeah, go get over there,
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Mr. Tech Talk.
Jennings, can you tell if it's live?
If it says it's live, start talking.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, GenRight Nation. I'm Tony Pellegrino, and this is Tech Talk. Obviously, we're remote and doing this in a different spot than normal. So hopefully everybody can hear me fine, and we're going to tell you all about what we're doing. And of course, I'm always open to answer questions through typing in a comment. Jennings,
rotate the phone, Jamie.
It told me to rotate it the other way. Okay, hold on. No, it told me to make it vertical, but
So now it's good?
I don't know.
It's lying to you.
Can you see it on your phone?
Oh, I don't have it pulled up.
Do you have it on your phone? The show? Just see if it looks like normal.
Good.
What's that?
All good.
All good now?
Good. Continue.
All right. Well, the part of the fun of doing things live, it's always a moving target. So Jamie and I are here at the beginning of our NORCAL overland or Jeep camping off-road trip, and we've got a number of folks that are here to join us. Not everybody, but a number of them that have showed up early that had a long way to drive, and we are here to talk to everybody, and I want to share with you some of their experiences about why they're here and what journey they've had in building their different Jeeps. So yeah, anyways, it should be fun. So Jennings, why don't you tell us who we got watching?
They're giving Jamie a hard time. Be nice.
Hey, this ain't my job, okay?
Yeah, it's my job. Okay, let's see. Kathy McCavis is watching.
Nice.
JC Cologne says, hello, family. My favorite day of the week.
Awesome.
Cole Osmondson says, woohoo, let's get this party started. Chad Warner says, I'm on my way to you. Yay.
Good.
Heath Basham says, hello from Texas. Craig Colbert says, hello.
All right.
Kathy McCavis, several people said you're sideways, but now you're not. You're good. Nick Repich is watching. Hi, Nick.
Big Nick.
Albert Gutierrez is watching. Robert Fisher. Michael Costin says, good evening, GenRight Nation from Fort Myers, Florida.
Nice.
Bob Becker's watching. Dan from Beaver Max Construction's watching.
All right, Dan, we were just talking about you.
Bill Park is watching. Let's see, Two Feather Channel, Jeep Her, Ginger. Hi, Tony and Jamie. Looking forward to this.
Cool.
Two Feather Channel says hello, Kathy. Matt McDonough says hey guys. Jerome Balky says hey, GenRight crew. Richard Peterson says Rich in NorCal is here now. VB Tom says hello from Coburg, Oregon.
Nice.
Ted Miranda says what's up, GenRight Nation, or watching from Banning in the BNG 4x4 garage.
Nice.
Rick Turner says hey Arkansas, Rick here, ready for school. Esther Newcomb says hello from Coburg, Oregon. Jeep TJ6 says good morning from Taipei. Wow, cool.
Wow.
And Randy Hemme says hello, GenRight Nation. A bunch of more people are jumping on. Travers Inslow just said hello.
Awesome. Well, we have a bunch of Jeeps here, including some normal Tech Talk watchers on the other side of the phone, but today they're here, and we're going to talk to each of these guys about why they chose the parts they did and how their builds all came along.
Those damn Harley guys.
Yeah.
Those Harley guys, they're the worst.
Yeah. So anyways, Jennings, do we have any questions right off the bat, or can I continue on?
Keep going.
Okay, so this is day 0 of a 4-day trip, and we take off tomorrow morning. We're up here in Northern California. We're about, 2 hours north of Sacramento, and we take off from here. Last year we went east over toward Reno. This time we're going to go west toward the coast. And I can tell you it's warm outside. I guess they've got a bit of a heat spell, but this is not as warm as it was for our Central California overland trip. So Jennings probably remembers what that was like. It was so hot we were worried about the phones overheating and stuff. This is warm, definitely tolerable.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is a nice trip. Last year was one of my favorites for sure. And my buddy Nick Repinich, who also happens to be my co-driver when I race, is the one that laid out this trip. Some of these folks are from Northern California, some are from Southern California, and some of the folks know the areas we're going in, but they've never been on the route that we're about to go. So we've got a variety of different Jeeps, diesel, 392, my V6, Mark's Tracer. We've got another Gladiator over there with a camper, and a host more that aren't here yet, that'll be here in the morning. So it should be a fun trip. Everybody is pretty well prepared on decent sized tires, so we're going to be able to move right along, and yeah, it's going to be fun. I think you've all heard me say I don't do anything that sucks. So one of these days, if you haven't already, you need to figure out a way to join me for one of these trips and experience it for yourself. So I also have the treat of having Jamie, my oldest son, join me this time. Jamie, why don't you scoot around this way and say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
So he's joining me this time, which is a nice treat for me. We had a great conversation on the way here, and yeah, it's going to be fun over the next few days.
Question?
So, what's that?
Rick Turner has a question.
Sure.
He asks, what do you use to plan your trips with? Which app?
That's a good question. Nick laid this one out, and I think he uses Gaia. And he sent us all the GPX file, so we were able to load it in, and we're ready to go. You know, that way, if anybody gets separated or whatever the deal is, they can catch up to the rest of the group. Last year we did have some people that got off course or whatever, and they were able to catch up pretty easily. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we just, you know, kind of stay far enough apart that you're not eating the dust of the next guy, and then we try and get into camp usually about this time of day and get set up and cook dinner and socialize. It's all part of the fun. We want to make sure there's a nice balance of that on a trip like this. So.
Two Feather Channel says that's a sexy white Jeep behind you, Tony.
Yeah. I'm actually happy to have it back together and be driving it. I kind of missed it, so it's good to be cruising it for sure. And we made really good time getting up here today. We were about an hour ahead of where we thought we were going to be, even with a few stops. So we did miss Harris Ranch. We meant to stop there and get some steaks, and we just blew right by it. So, whoops.
Oops. Where's Josh?
Josh had to stay home this time. He couldn't get a pass from the wife. It's the daughter's birthday.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's Adeline's birthday.
Adeline's birthday, so, yeah.
Well, that's
he gets a lot of passes, so this one he had to give up. It's okay.
Nick said he doesn't use one app. He uses Trails Off-Road, Gaia, Google Earth, Street View is very helpful, and actually the USFS Classic Map with MVUM turned on.
Well, there you go. I forgot he was on there. He could have answered this.
Dude.
Mr. Fancy.
Yeah.
So smart.
He's an animal.
Okay. I know.
Yeah.
Michael Costin asked, what's your average mileage figured before fueling? What do you think?
I think...
It's Callie's birthday?
Oh, it's Callie's? Not.
Oh, yeah.
Adeline's?
We already did Adeline's birthday. It's Callie's birthday.
Who's, is he on?
No.
Oh, who
Ginger
said
just...
Oh,
Ginger
Ginger
told
said
me.
it. Okay.
Thanks,
Anyways,
Ginger.
we were
I
going
forgot my
about
best
100. We tell people they need to be able to make it 150 miles between gas stops. But I think on this trip it's about 100 miles, which really shouldn't be a big deal. The trip we did last year, those were some pretty big stretches, and that was a little over 200 miles total. So.
Oh, Rick Turner says, but did you bring a scuttle? Did anyone bring a scuttle without Josh?
I don't know. We've got some pretty well prepared people.
Scuttle?
The scuttle is a thing that looks like a upside down hubcap that you cook in.
I don't know if you're gonna make it without Josh and the scuttle.
Yeah, I brought a barbecue, a propane barbecue.
You better stick together. This is dangerous.
Yeah.
All right. Robert Fisher has a question.
Sure.
Says Dana 60 1480 joints, 4.5-inch back spacing. How sharp should I be able to turn? Angle? I feel like the factory steering was way sharper.
Oh, really? No, you should. On which vehicle did he say?
No.
Okay. Well, okay. From if it's a JK, let's say it's a JK. The factory 44s. A Dana 60 has 10 degrees more turning. So, you should be the same as a JL if it's a JL, or 10 degrees sharper than a JK. And you might need to check your steering to make sure that you're getting it all. Sometimes, here, bring it over here, Jane. Sometimes when people upgrade the axle, they get the length of this arm wrong, and they move the drag link out here, so the steering box runs out of range of motion before the knuckle does. So he really needs to check the knuckle and make sure it's going all the way, or he's got a issue with the ratios from the box.
He says it's a JK 2-door with a Pro Rock 60.
Oh, well, that should turn sharper than what he had, unless he got this wrong.
He said he felt like the factory steering was way sharper.
Yeah, then he's probably not getting whole range. He's got to look at the stops on the knuckle. Okay?
Mike Wright says, hello, GenRight.
Hey,
what's up, Mike Wright?
Hey, did Mike get his instructions today? I emailed them to him.
Gary Williams says, we're late to the show. Mustang, Oklahoma, veteran build shop night. We're working on Rockhound with Bobby, Randall, Heath, Phil, and about 8 others hanging out.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Heck yeah.
And Randall Walker says, Bobby, Amy, Randall, Heath, Sandy, Gary, Jeffy, Amanda, Ryan, all at our weekly shop night watching. Veterans build in Mustang, Oklahoma.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
That's cool, yeah.
And Derek Wall says, hello, GenRight. And Chikasha says, hello from Oklahoma. Junior says, hello from Long Island, New York. And Bill Park asked, are there any non-GenRight built Jeeps? Oh, are they okay to have non-built GenRight Jeeps on your trips? Like, could a moto-built Jeep come?
Well, okay, so we have had other products on a run of ours, but what I typically do is fill it with GenRight equipped Jeeps first. I want those guys to have the first shot, and then if we have extra spots, I'll let some of the other guys in. Obviously, this is my way to say thank you to our customers, to take them out. This is free, and spend time with those folks that were nice enough to buy our parts. And we've already had some great conversations just the 30-45 minutes we were waiting for the show to start, and I want to share some of those with you. I'm going to get some of the guys over here, and we're going to talk about this. All right, and Tim, you're up.
Do you guys ever spot people so they ruin parts, so they have to get GenRight
Well,
upgrade?
if you need that, like if your wife is one of those that says you can't replace it until it's broken, then I can help you break it. Right?
Okay.
Yes.
It's like Tony says.
Need that kind of help.
It's like Tony says, do it right first time. I tried to penny pinch, and I'm really good at being conservative and what's good to work. I have a diesel Jeep, and it's heavy. So the more metal I put on that thing, it's getting heavier and heavier. My gas mileage is going down. I put a 10 on the top. The thing's wobbling. I have a 2-inch Mopar lift on it, and I should have just, bite the bullet and get all Tony's bumpers.
Let's show him his
sliders.
Let's show him what we're talking about. This one here, right? So
I have a little bit of everything on there. It's like whatever I got the best deal on, but and I had the money. I was just being conservative. That's just the way I am. But I wish I would have did it a different way. I wish I put all aluminum on it, keep it lighter, as light as possible, especially with the diesel or a 392. But it is what it is, and things start breaking, I'm just going to change them out. I'll be calling Tony and order. Well, I'm going to order some more stuff from him anyway, but that's just the way it is. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're out there trying to do stuff conservatively. And if you have the money, bite the bullet and get the best stuff first, and you won't go wrong.
Yes.
So he's did it. He's lived it. And he's an expert. That's all I can say.
And how long have you had this Jeep?
I've had it for a year now. And,
Oh, 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Okay. And you got it pretty fixed up.
It's all kind of dialed in, but like I said, we'll see what happens. You know, I haven't been to Rubicon yet, but I've been to a couple of nice trails back in Colorado, Utah, and all over California, but nothing heavy duty yet. So we'll see how it holds up. The brakes, we're gonna fix it, but we're gonna do it right.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, it is what it is.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Anything else you want to add?
No, I just that I think your product's superior. I think it's good stuff, and like I said, I wish I would have did it different, but I didn't do that. But I'll end up taking off these parts and buying this stuff eventually.
And you've got a rear bumper, you
Yeah,
said.
I got a rear bumper on it. I'm gonna get some tail lights next, and we're probably gonna change out. I'm gonna get your fenders, and I'm definitely gonna get change all that out.
Okay.
And then hopefully I might change my steering out too. We'll see what happens when I get on the Rubicon and slick rod at the end of the month.
Yeah, we've got
we want to see this guy without his glasses.
You see me.
Request from the audience.
Request from
No
the
beards. Okay, here we are. There you go.
He's good looking.
Are you single?
The ladies want to know.
The ladies want to know.
I have a girlfriend, but we're kind of going in different directions.
Oh.
No, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
You just said that on public
I hope she's not
television.
watching.
You set me up for failure.
I think the
And I do have a
fans are
girlfriend.
pleased.
Well, let's say I do have a girlfriend right now. Yeah.
So you know when somebody asks if we spot people for breakage, you just spotted him for breakage.
He's the tallest one in the group, and he's the darkest hair. Okay.
The fans approve.
Nice. Okay, next up
Remember,
is Rick
do it
Fisher.
right the first time, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
make sure
thank
she
you,
doesn't
Tim.
watch
All right,
this.
no worries.
Mr. Rick, come on over. Tell us about your Jeep, mister.
All right.
All right, introduce yourself right here. Oh, he's
here, there
hiding
we
his
go.
beverage. Rick Fisher.
How you guys doing?
Second time out on the NORCAL Overland trip with us.
Yep. Round two.
And tell me about your Jeep.
Just slightly, pretty much stock. So stock 392, 22. No, it's got a few things done to it. Probably my best mod that I've done so far. Last year it was 103 degrees, really, really, really hot. Jeep worked really hard. Looked at Tony's, said, hey, I need to have something to dissipate the heat. So I went with these inner fenders. What a difference. I was just telling the folks over here, it actually, on the thermostat, has one tick down now constantly. It runs that much cooler.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
it's fantastic. Not to mention, with the fenders, I don't have to worry about knocking fenders off with the big elephant ears like I did,
Yeah, so last year
year.
you had the stock fenders, and obviously not the inner fenders. So it looked, more like Tim's. But now he's got all the GenRight stuff, which is great.
Yep.
So obviously I had some positive influence on him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and then, knowing that we have gas mileage problems, I downsized and put my other tires on. So now hopefully I can get more than like 8 miles a gallon. So, but no, it's fantastic. And, these guys put on a great time, great product. I mean, you can see from the row of vehicles here, this is a special trip for sure.
All right, and you describe yourself as a buy once, cry once, or
Buy once, cry once. Yeah, Tim and all of us, we were having that discussion earlier. I was telling you, the bottom line is that you can go in and you can buy different things and you can try different things. But at the end of the day, if you know really where you want to be and what you want to do, buy once, cry once. Absolutely. And that goes for everything in life, not just your Jeep, but all your toys and everything you do. You can go the short route, but knowing that you're just going to spend money again and again and again. So, my attitude is, if you can't do it, just wait. Hold off, do it right the first time.
there you go.
Right.
There you go.
Excellent.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
There you go. All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, next up, Mr. Mark Lawrence. Everybody knows about Aftershock. We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah. That's old news.
Unless Pam wants to do it.
Oh no, he's got this. I only get two
Why are you standing so far away? Okay, tell us about your Jeep.
So here's Double Take. I built it, I think, 3 years ago, so this is my third season on it. It's got the GenRight Tracer suspension system on it. I haven't had any issues with it. The only thing I did, I have to replace my steering ram, and you're right, I did come down on a rock. You asked me, on that trip I didn't. So actually that steering ram, I must have came down on a rock like 3 or 4 trails beforehand because it was stiff. And once I put the new ram on it,
all of a sudden,
my steering is back.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, this has been bad for a while.
Yeah.
So,
it happens.
Yep.
You need my bearing on the diff cover.
I do need that.
Yeah.
I do need it.
Because that tie rod still has a little bit of a
arch to it.
Yeah. And you can't flip it, so you're gonna have to bend it
Bend
down.
it back down.
Yeah.
And put a.
And it's
Hi,
tough.
Mark.
It's the old Jenny says
Hi,
hi.
Jenny.
And my son Hudson wore that same shirt for his first day of school today.
You did.
The
That's
one
Oh,
Mark's
nice.
wearing.
Yeah. Nice.
I've seen worse tie rods, by the
Yeah,
way.
Jamie's had one that looked like a hockey stick.
Ginger asked, is that an LJ?
It is.
It is. It
Maybe
started-
move more to the side so they can see.
It started truly as an LJ.
Well, you need our new
Nick
doors.
Ripinich.
I
Nick
could've brought some
Ripinich
for
says,
you.
I need a
Stop
front bumper
upgrading.
first, and then, you know.
Okay, so we're gonna guide him into a tree on this trip.
ooh, nice.
Yeah.
She's
Definitely
pretty.
loaded down for this weekend. We got a
Yeah.
lot back
You got
there.
extra
I'm
stuff?
sitting-
Did you bring more than usual?
And there's 2 of us. It takes a lot of stuff.
More than last time?
Yeah, I got the tire carrier on the back. So
Oh,
last
let's-
time
let's walk over
I
that.
did not have the tire carrier.
Oh yeah, you got the tray and everything.
Yep.
Just like mine. So,
So I added a little weight to the back of
yep,
it.
he's taken a page out of my playbook here, where you use the tire carrier, but you put one of our cargo trays in it, and then you've got more room to load stuff.
It definitely adds.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like anything, the more room you have, the more stuff you bring, right? So
That's-
Jamie was trying to convince me that I need a roof rack.
Yeah, with all the stuff and the dog and the yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Nick has a
Everything works
comment
great.
about the trip.
What's that?
Nick.
Nick has a comment about the trip.
Okay. Yeah.
He says, it'll buff out is the key phrase of the trip.
Yes.
Plus
Yes.
over 37,000 feet of climbing. These rigs will be ready for real wheeling after this trip.
Wow.
All right, mostly kidding.
Nice.
And Rick Turner asked, is double take on 40s?
Yes, it is.
It is. Yeah. And you drove it here, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he drove it here.
From
We
Sonoma.
drove Aftershock here. Actually, everybody drove their Jeep here. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah.
Joe Verhelst has a question.
Sure.
Says, Tony, I have a 98 TJ with a 2.5 liter with a manual 5-speed. My throwout bearing went out. Do you recommend a center force flywheel when I do my clutch replacement, or stick with a stock flywheel on 35s?
So what I really recommend is an LS upgrade, but since you didn't ask me about that, the stock stuff is fine. The center force is fine too. Obviously, the stock lasted as long as it did, so you're probably fine going that route. Sometimes when you do the upgraded clutches, they tend to be a little bit more harsh, like they really want to come on. So if you kind of like the performance that you've had or the pedal feel, then I would stick with the stock one. Good question.
Robert Fisher asked, are there any two-doors with you? Is there any two-door love
Isn't-
anymore?
Isn't the one right there?
Oh, is there one right here? Let's look.
Two-door?
Let's look.
I think.
Well, another LJ.
Oh, but LJ.
LJ, yeah. So yeah, we got a couple LJs. They're hard to keep away. That one looks pretty clean.
That one's
That one
clean.
looks pretty clean. All right, what else we got? Are we ready to talk about this one, or any questions for Mark? Does anybody have questions for Mark? He's standing by.
Mr. Mark.
He, by the way, he still has the straight
Does
six.
Jamie have his Jeep there?
Ooh,
Me?
Yeah.
No.
no.
I would have had to stop for gas like 8 times.
Or carry a trailer that was just gas.
Trail Team 7 says hi.
Nice. Nice.
Sean Flaherty asked, did Jeff and the crew bring any new TJ half doors to Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion?
They did. I was going to mention that. If you'd like to see those, go by the booth, check it out. Definitely important. Go by, tell them, you know, I sent you. And they are making deals, so make sure you get a deal out of them. All right.
Sit back on the front.
Okay. Back over.
Caught up.
Can you ready to talk about yours?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? All right, tell us what year or whatever. Tell us all about it.
So it's a 2021 Gladiator Rubicon diesel.
Oh, another diesel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I bought it brand new, and I had gotten it. I retired about 5-6 years ago, and I bought a power wagon with a photo camper to be my overland rig. I had too many problems with the power wagon. The fuel pump kept going out. So anyway, I lemoned the power wagon and unloaded the camper because the overlanding was huge and I could get the same money. And I got this and the Alu cab. And then I decided I like driving the Jeep so well, I also bought a Wrangler. But I couldn't bring it because it's not as comfortable. But so this has just the standard Mopar 2-inch lift. I put the Overland springs on it for the extra weight that it's carrying all the time. And I have a little bit of like under arbor for stuff, but other than that, it's just a camper. I deleted the rear seats just be so I got a fridge and all that kind of stuff back in there.
Cool. Awesome. All right, and this is his first time joining us. I just met him, I don't know, 15 minutes ago, and he signed up yesterday. So there you go. You guys could have been on the trip if you had just signed up.
I literally found out about it yesterday. Drove to GenRight, talked to Andrew, and then he said, email Tony. And there,
Do you live down south?
I live in Agora.
Oh, you do? Okay, so he's close to us.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I just got back from did the Rubicon. I was over the rock rollers for the Rubicon. I had terrible tire dysmorphia. Everyone's on 40s and 42s, and I'm only on 37s. You know.
Yeah, it makes a difference. For sure. All right, and then we just had this gentleman join us.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, great.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, tell us about your Jeep.
This is a 2006 LJ Rubicon. Had it for a year now. Picked it up out of Colorado. It's got 40,000 miles on it.
Stick or automatic?
It's auto.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
4-liter in it. It's got so it feels like I brought a knife to a gunfight.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be
I'm
fine.
sure after this trip we'll probably have all the workings of the tracer under suspension system planned out for it.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, excited to be here and looking forward to it.
Looks like it's got some Curry aftermarket axles.
Yeah, what
Yep.
were the Hiking 44?
They say they can't hear him that well.
No? Okay, so cup your hand or bring them closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just saying they can't hear you.
I don't know how many hands I can have at once, but
Went with the Curry HP 44 to go high pinion, get a little bit more clearance. I was having some issues with the stock Dana 44, and so I made some gear changes and air lockers in it. So yeah.
Nice. Yep, and it's a 6-cylinder with automatic for those that missed.
it's clean.
Lift kit or?
Yeah, it's got the 3-inch rock jock.
Okay.
Basically all rock jock suspension system with the anti rock.
Cool. And are you from down south or where are you?
I actually 2 hours ago got off work out of the Bay Area.
Nice.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay.
So
that's
lucky
great.
to beat all the traffic and get here
Get
for,
over here, yeah.
for happy hours.
Nice.
They said that's better. Thank you, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeep, we got a question.
Sure. What do we got?
Jeep TJ6 says, I'm the guy that asked about the tire sting bushings on the lash pin side last week being too small for the tube.
Oh, yeah.
I sent an email but got no reply.
Where, do you know what email he sent it to?
Well, I was...
Probably the info one.
Where should he send it?
Just to me, Tony, at GenRight.com.
Tony at GenRight.com. Okay. And then Carabiner has a question.
Sure.
He says, any advantage on going with small block Chevy 350 over an LS for simplicity and less computer issues?
No, you really don't want to do that. You want the lightweight. Remember, the LS is 150 pounds lighter. That aluminum block, aluminum heads, all of that is what you want. And the fuel injection is going to run better, on angles and at different elevations. Really, the LS is the way to go for sure.
Okay. Carabiner asks, would you build an LJ with a small block over a UTV purchase?
Would I build an LJ? Well, certainly I would, because the UTV is not as street friendly. Oh,
Claire. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as street friendly. I don't know where they're going to live, but around here, you're not driving out on the street. So Jeep is, you can drive everywhere, including, load your family or your girlfriend or whatever in and go get ice cream on Friday night. So that sounds a lot more appealing to me. Now, I don't know what type of Jeep we're talking about either, but certainly don't buy yourself an old YJ that you're going to leave on leaf springs, and it's going to be a pretty harsh ride. So if you want something with a nicer ride, then get the longer wheelbase, four-door JK or something, and you'll probably enjoy that a lot more.
Trail Team 7 says, Terremoto... I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says Terremoto looks like a beast on those 42s. How do you like that setup?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. The moving from a 40 to a 42 is like getting lockers for the first time. It just gives you that much more capability, and yeah, it's if your drivetrain is tough enough to support, running a 42, it's totally the way to go.
What size are the tires on the LJ again?
They're all these are 40s. Well, 40s on Aftershock and double tape. They're all the Mickey Thompson Baja bars.
Robert Fisher says, I miss my YJ on leaf springs sometimes.
Yeah, well, they're simple and they're light. There's a lot to be said for that.
Okay, we're caught up.
Okay. So for those of you that missed it, Jeff, Troy, Chase are all out at Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion this weekend in Pigeon Forge. Get out there, see them. We've got four-door JL built almost identical to Aftershock, and we've got a LJ out there displaying all of our products, including the brand new TJ half doors, which also happen to fit a YJ and a CJ7. So yeah, lots of good stuff out there. They're making deals. Go by the booth, tell them I sent you, and get yourself a screaming deal on some parts. All right. Otherwise,
Heath Basham has a question.
Okay.
Says, on a YJ, if you add an LS, which radiator would you use? Worrying about cooling it down with the small engine compartment. Thanks.
Yeah, so on Jamie's YJ, he's running our Ron Davis radiator. No, you're running a Griffin. I thought you had the big double fan.
I do have a big double fan. I don't think, is it
Ron
a Ron Davis?
Yeah, that's the good one.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that'll support up to 650 horsepower. So, and honestly, I don't recommend horsepower makes heat. So honestly, what I have in Terremoto right now is 500 horsepower. Jamie's got 600 horsepower. and that's more than enough to get you in all kinds of fun or trouble, whatever you call it. But beyond that, man, you're just gonna be breaking stuff left and right. So just be careful what you wish for.
Let's see. I have another question. Rick Turner says, for myself, I think the GenRight PJ to LJ will be a better, stronger rig than the actual LJ. Stronger rear end and better departure angle. 5 to 6 grand versus 10 grand or more for an LJ.
Yeah. And by the way, for those of you that weren't at our big annual Jeep night last Friday, we had a TJ to LJ chassis that one of my guys is finishing up for his own personal TJ, now LJ. And people were all over that thing. And they were offering him cash money to buy that thing. So, and by the way, on the last guy, that Ron Davis radiator, the mounts, everything is all available on our website, or you can call in and talk to the guys, and they'll get you set up with exactly what Jamie has. So.
Craig Colbert says, hey, don't beat up on YJs on leaves.
Okay, Craig, I got you.
Ben says, Tony, it was great to meet you last Friday night. Thanks for the tips on helping cool my Willys pickup. I changed out the fan and it seems to work.
There you go. So he and I talked about that. He's just like the guy that just asked. He's got a smaller radiator. That's all that'll fit in there. So he and I talked about, a pusher fan or a bigger pulling fan. So you've got a combination of things you can do. The other thing that I should remind all of you about is you can add what's called water wetter. And that is specifically made to help cool. These are right on that cusp of staying cool. So that's a good product for you to try as well.
Alex Salinas asked, can you talk about the difference of going from a long arm suspension to a double triangulated rear and 3-link front on a Jeep JK?
Sure. So a long arm suspension, let's actually walk over that. And maybe just squish the camera down here.
Does it just squish?
Yeah, just squish it. There you go.
Floppy.
Okay. So can you see my hand right in here?
Yeah.
Okay. So a normal long arm suspension is going to have this big, nasty link mount sticking out right here. Now, that's way before the tire, and in all circumstances, I call that unacceptable. So you don't want anything hanging down. And I don't know, can they see like where our control arms are, Jay?
Signal's broken up a lot for the phone.
Oh, really? Did we get off the start?
It's your phone. I didn't touch anything.
Okay.
But
okay. So Jennings.
I mean, yeah, we can see it.
They can see it.
You're breaking up over the phone.
The audio.
Yeah.
Okay. So normally there's a link mount sticking out right here. You don't want that. When you do the double triangulate, it's all tucked in and completely flat. We're one of the only ones that does that, and that's part of the innovation that we bring to the market is the completely flat, making sure nothing's hanging down. And beside the fact that the double triangulate gives you the best non-binding flex, and then you combine that with a 3-link front, also non-binding, and you've got a suspension that just works beautifully off-road, way beyond what you'd experience on anybody else's suspension, because we move all the spring and dampening control out to the wheels, and it's just amazing. You got to take my word for it, or figure out a way to get a ride with us at one of the events. Okay.
All right, that's good. They can see that just fine.
Okay, good. All right, let's stand back up.
Joe, Jeep TJ6 said, is there any reason I wouldn't be able to put factory-style hinges on those sexy new aluminum half doors?
You could probably adapt some. Yeah, you could definitely, you have to do some drilling and stuff, but you could adapt some. Those stainless steel hinges are absolute works of art, so I wouldn't discount those too quick, but I realize some people just like the factory stuff, so that's cool too.
Michael Costin says, switching coil packs on the 3.6, do you recommend going with stock or an aftermarket brand? I need to change my plug, so I may as well do the coils as well.
Yeah, I really recommend the factory stuff. If you're replacing anything, you know, whether it's the O2 sensors or the coil packs, or just get the factory stuff. When it's new and good, it works great. And it is going to cost a little bit more money, but you get what you pay for.
Joe Velha says, thanks, Tony. I'll be ordering your carbon fiber hood with highline fenders and rear extreme fenders this week.
Nice.
TJ to LJ kit and a roll cage next.
Wow.
After that,
awesome.
I'll be asking you about the LS.
He's the one asking me about the LS? Or then he will be?
After that, he will be.
Okay, awesome.
Fran says the transition from TJ to LJ framework goes really well fast. Tub is almost done too.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yep. It's that we've got that kit down, and by the way, we've sold so many of those, over 100, and everybody's just putting them in flawlessly. So, really not a big deal. So that's something I think I told you guys before I wanted to do for 10 years, and then finally got it out last year. So I'm glad people are adopting it quickly. So, yep.
Travers Enslow says, last week you mentioned a tracer-specific cross member. Can you buy that without the entire tracer suspension? Doing that LS and 4L80 swap with tracer parts first before suspension.
Oh, you'd have to call in and talk to one of my guys, and it'll take a little bit of work. So when people want to order stuff outside of our normal kit, it takes some special hand holding to get that through the facility without any screw ups. So you're gonna have to talk to one of them and see if you can convince them to help you out on that, and somehow promise you'll be back to buy the rest of the stuff. So, okay.
Alan Knight says, just about done with my full GenRight build. What are your thoughts on the PRP bench in the rear and the recliners in front with the V2 cage on the JK? Will the rear fit nice, and will the recline be usable?
Yeah, so the depends on how far you have the seat slid back. If you're not that tall, then yeah, you'll be able to get some recline out of it. And again, we, like last weekend at Jeep Night, we had 3 V2 cages there that people were able to climb in and sit in and move the seats and do all the stuff. So, the V2 cage is similar to what we have for the JL. So if you can't find somebody with a V2, you could find somebody with a JL that's got our cage and check it. But I do have to warn you, on the rear seats, if you don't use my mounts, then the seats sit weird inside. I've kind of optimized the space in the rear so that you get the most leg room and everything's pushed back. Also in Terremoto, I want to remind everybody that I run a UTV seat in the back. Okay, the UTV seats have a shorter section on your thigh, which also opens up more leg room to get in and out. The seat feels the same when you're sitting in it, but it makes a big difference. So, I'm just going to throw that out there. Again, like these guys just told you, I got it figured out. If you want to go on your own and get whatever you get, then God bless you. Do something different.
Jason Berger says, Calusa is my old stomping grounds. Where are you at?
We are at the Calusa Casino. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice place.
Alan Knight says, just about done with my full GenRight build. Oh no, I just asked that. Daniel Partita, question. Did you end up doing double shear bracket for rear sway bar link on the axle side?
You're talking, I'm assuming you're talking about Jennings stage 1. I did not.
No double bracket?
No, not on the stage 1. I used the factory sway bar mounts that were there. But we also have a Curry axle, so the bracket is thick.
Jarrett Seaford says, I definitely plan on getting the new half doors for my TJ, along with aluminum fenders and a bunch of other stuff, just making sure I have the money so that way I can do it the right way.
There you go. Good call. Yeah.
And Sean Flaherty says, I really appreciate Tech Talk and the time Tony and the team put in on it each week. Always so much good info and advice. GenRight's awesome, just saying.
Thanks, but you're welcome, and I enjoy doing it, so it's fun for me too.
Fisher says, Casino, are you up or down?
Well, Jamie's going to be the one gambling, not me. I gamble enough just owning GenRight.
Hello.
Got more? Uh-oh. We lost her. Bring her back.
That was her end.
Anyways, sounds like Jennings took a break. I don't know. Maybe her phone died.
Oh, maybe.
But we'll keep going here. I don't even know where we're at for time right now.
It's 5:47.
Okay, so we got a few more minutes. If you'd like to still ask some more questions. But we've got a great bunch of Jeeps here for our overland trip. I'm going to take control of the camera here for a minute. And this is a diesel JL. We talked to Tim a little bit earlier. And it's all outfitted really nicely. Then we've got a 392 JL here that he just put on our fenders and our inner fenders, and he said it's keeping it a lot cooler. And then of course we've got Aftershock, which also has the same fenders and inner fenders. This also has the EXS suspension with 3-inch diameter giant king coilovers on it, and our roll cage and everything. Then we've got double take here, full-on Tracer JL that Mark built himself in his garage, so definitely possible to do. And that's on 40s as well. Then we've got a diesel Gladiator from Ken with a tent, a Lumicab on there, and he just joined us today. And then we've also got a LJ, like a pretty factory looking one, but it's got some stealth upgrades that he plans on even doing more after this weekend to add some GenRight to it. So good stuff. What's Jennings got to say?
She said she missed a comment earlier.
Oh, she did? What do you got?
Junior said you should show some videos from Crazy Alan to the public so they can see how the Elite suspension performs in King of the Hammers.
Oh, okay. We could do that. I mean, I can't do that right now, but we could do that on next week's Tech Talk. For sure.
And then Travers Enslow asked, does the hood trim on double take have a turn down on the front? Looks very slick.
He tried to follow the line to wrap a little bit more. That's a like a personal touch that he did to it. Normally it would just go straight, but yeah, that was a good eye to catch that.
One of the guys that I was up there with had pretty gnarly LJ build.
How far did Mark drive his Tracer LJ to get there?
Mark, how far is your drive from home?
Super grand. He took us 2.5 hours.
So does that mean it's 150 miles? Yeah, okay. So they hear that, 150 miles.
Okay, and Jeep Adventures says, hypothetically, Terremoto was driving up the 5 freeway and needed to stop for gas. What octane does it need?
It needs 91, and Terremoto carries 36 gallons of gas, so that gives me a pretty good range. On the highway, it'll get about 14 miles of the gallon.
All right.
This is a stock. 6.3?
2. Mine it's like 5.
I know. Well, yours is higher performance. So, and Jamie and Jordan told me a long time ago that Terremoto is not about miles per gallon, it's about smiles per gallon. So, good sound and throttle response.
Jason Berger said, I saw Mark in Coos Bay last year at the brewery.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back up there.
Mark's a popular guy. I went to find him and he was at the bar in here.
Michael Costin wants to know, Tony, when you're towing, do you actually do 55?
If there's a cop around, you bet I do.
There's a cop around.
So when I tow, I'll be honest, slow lane, and I usually set the cruise control. Otherwise, I will find myself going a lot faster. But I set it just a little bit over, and just take your time. Don't be in a hurry, you know.
$500 ticket.
Yeah, oh, Mark says it's a $500 ticket.
Going up the Tahoe.
So that's not one you want. I have had cops pull up next to me and go, 55, mister, and then they took off, but I was in the slow lane. So the moment you're out of that slow lane, you're getting a ticket.
Daniel Partita says, question, don't have any front fender liners and was planning on just getting covers for the electrical that's exposed and have it opened as much for heat exchange, or do you think it's better to get full liners?
No, you know, for a long time on Aftershock, I ran no inner fenders. And Jennings and I had been through a bunch of mud and stuff on the way to the Grand Canyon. Very, very little, if any, even got into the engine compartment compared to how dirty the Jeep was. And, you know, if you're worried about heat, obviously, you know, the cheapest solution is just take them out. But, you know, if you don't like looking at all that nasty stuff on the inside, then, you know, a ventilated inner fender like we offer is a great way to go.
Jason Berger said, no, he does not. He passed me multiple times coming back from Jeep Beach.
Oh, great. Thanks for ratting me out. Well, but that, you know, outside of California, the speed limit is the speed limit. It's only in California you got to go 55.
Let's see. Rick Turner said Terremoto gets better gas mileage than my TJ. I only get 12, 4.05 speed.
Yeah, so a couple things. One is, you know, a well-done V8 doesn't have to work as hard as a regular inline 6, right? Plus, you know, we re-gear the axles to 538s. Plus, when you go to the big axles, they have locking front hubs, which means you're not turning the front driveline. So you get a bunch of efficiencies gained there, even though, you know, you're on a bigger tire and stuff. You've made up for it with the gear ratios, and to the vehicle, it thinks it's stock. So yeah, there's definitely a few things there that contribute to that whole thing. Yep.
Michael Costin asked, did you put rear speakers in Aftershock?
I put speakers up just above the driver and passenger, like the middle soundbar speakers. Yes, they're back in there.
Darren Rainey asked, if you had to start from scratch with a base Jeep, no limits on the build, what would you build?
Well, I still like Terremoto, the JK platform, but this you know, LJ is the preferred choice right now. It's 1,000 pounds lighter, and it's 4 inches more narrow than the 4-doors. So that's a very popular platform, and they're harder to come by. That's part of the reason we made the TJ to LJ kit, so you can pick up a TJ and still get the benefits. This is stretched to 115-inch wheelbase, where a standard 4-door is 116. So you're getting really close. You've got a better approach and a better departure angle. So it's a great platform, provided you know, you don't need 4 doors. So if you just have a couple people, it's a way to go.
You could pick up a YJ too.
Oh yeah, and by the way, I you know, I'm talking about TJ to LJ. Jamie just reminded me we offer the YJ to LJ kit too. So yeah, you just whatever you can find, you can pick that up and modify it with our kit.
Trail Team 7S, you have 538s.
538s, yes. Yeah, and Curry also offers a 68s. That they offer 1 step higher as well that we ran in our race car. So that is available in the 70s.
And Cheaper asked, but the LJ is not narrower after upgrading the axles, right?
Well, I'm not talking about the axles or the tire track width. I'm talking about the body. So this body is 2 inches per side. 2 inches per side more narrow. And that's huge, right? That's the difference of whether you slip or something or not. So, you know, it makes a big difference. Did we lose her again?
Any update with the jail stage 1?
Yes, we got the Fox shocks today. They came in. They called me and said they got them. So Arnold is running through the process to make sure that we had all the calculations right, and then we'll be able to release that. So I'm hoping by next Wednesday, I'll actually be able to show you some of what we've got done so far. Okay.
Caught up right now?
Caught up, and we're probably about time.
Yeah, 5:57.
2 minutes left.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to remind everybody, after this event, we've got our turkey run. That's a nice stretch of time for you to come join us out of Johnson Valley. And then we've got our Christmas crawl coming up. So we've still got a couple events this year for you to still join us. I am going to add a brand new one right now while we're on the live. I'm going to add the Corva Trail Haven Challenge, which is in January. So now we're talking 2026. I think it's the 3rd week in January. Jamie and I will post a new event for that. And you guys will be able to sign up for that. Corva is one of those land use organizations like Cal 4 Wheel or Blue Ribbon that we are trying to support. And the more membership they have, the more they can get done for us to keep our areas open. So I'm going to encourage everybody's participation. Truck Haven, if you're not familiar with that area, is a wonderful area to go wheel. Short of you rolling it, you can't even hurt your vehicle. So it's really fun and forgiving. There's lots of cool stuff to follow us through and run around out there. We'll be camping Friday night and Saturday night out there, so you're welcome to join us and be part of the GenRight family and experience the camaraderie and realize who we are and why we are as good as we are. So for all those events, you know, you're invited to come join us. What's that?
Don't forget your birthday wheeling trip.
Well, that's supposed to be up at Big Bear, which is a bit easier, and that's going to make it more open for people. That's the weekend of September 13th. So we're just doing the motel thing, but there is some camping available up there if you're a camper. And we're gonna, you know, wheel all kinds of random trails, and I'm sure we'll be out singing karaoke at night and being a bunch of buffoons. So
Nick says, "Don't forget Trail Hero."
Oh yeah, Trail Hero. Yes, that's a big one for us. We're staying at Jellystone, so they've moved the event from Sand Hollow State Park. So you're camping at one of the local campgrounds now, and or an Airbnb, whatever that looks like for you. But that trail here is a great event. We do our own runs every day. You still need to sign up for the event, but you can come on the GenRight run, and yeah, it's going to be a blast. So that's the end of September, early October. So that would be this. So next would be my birthday bash, then the turkey run. So yeah. All right.
Michael Cousins said, "Great show again. Thanks as always."
You're
Still
welcome.
Needham, Florida ambassador.
welcome. Nice. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back in the studio next Wednesday.
How do I end it?
Did you hit end?
I don't see an end button.
Just close it.
Oh, close.
Bye-bye.
Just hit the X.